What time periods do classic authors typically representing? Attention all literature lovers. A question that has been trending recently is, what time periods do classic authors typically representing? If you are curious about how historical contexts shape literary works, you are in the right place. Let's break down the time periods that have defined classic literature and the authors we cherish today. The medieval period, spanning from the 5th century to the late 15th century, is where we find epic poems and religious texts. A prime example is the 14th century poem Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. This work reflects the chivalric culture of its time and sets the stage for future literary exploration. Moving into the Renaissance and early modern period, which lasts from the late 15th century to the early 17th century, we see a flourishing of humanism and drama. Authors like William Shakespeare wrote during this time, focusing on themes of human nature. Their works continue to influence literature today. The 18th century, covering the Georgian and Regency eras from the year 1714 to 1830, marks the Enlightenment and early Romanticism. During this time, Jane Austen published her novels, which reflected social manners and the revolutions occurring around the world. Next, we enter the 19th century, specifically the Victorian Era from 1837 to 1901. This period was marked by industrialization and social change. Classic authors like Charles Dickens and the Bronte sisters emerged, exploring the tension between individual desires and societal expectations. Finally, the early 20th century brought about modernism. Authors began experimenting with narrative forms and delving into psychological depth. Their innovative works continue to be regarded as classics today. Classic authors are closely tied to the eras in which they lived and wrote. Each period contributes distinct themes and styles that shape their literary legacy. Understanding these time periods enriches our appreciation of their works and the cultural contexts they representing.